Now, you mentioned you are a book reader.
Yes, sir.
What's a book that changed your life?
Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
And what leads you to that answer there?
What led me to that book?
No, what leads you to that answer as the book that changed your life? Out of all the books you read.
That book in particular there?
Yes.
It just really broke stuff down the way it needed to be broken down. And it's a black version of that book. I think young African Americans need to read as well. It's one by Dennis Kimbrough. I think he was a professor at Clark Atlanta, and Napoleon Hill, and it was another author. They was about to start one for the black people at that time, because of course the black people at that time, they were things weren't fair for them. So he kind of rewrote it towards the successful black people of that time, and that just opened my eyes to a whole lot of things. But the foundation was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I think every entrepreneur, every go-getter, anybody who has a vision for their life, I think they need to read that book. And what led me to reading that book at this point in time, I had just had got into this another business venture, and a lot of the associates of that business venture were saying, you need to read this book, check this book out. And when I did, it just opened my eyes, man. So, most definitely, I advise anybody, if you haven't read that book, read that book.
Now, you mentioned the Lord here in this portion of questions.
Excuse me?
You mentioned the Lord in this portion of questions.
Okay, yes, sir.
You said, Lord, forgive me.
Yeah.
Do you follow a religion by any chance?
Do I follow a religion? I don't like to get too religious, man, but most definitely I would say this. I'm going to say this. I do believe in God. I do believe in God. I do believe there is a divine divine spirit out there that is governing things that are happening. And just through my life, I see that. So most definitely I believe in God. I believe in divine, I believe in the Most High, and most definitely, man, I'm very, as I get older, I start realizing, I'm very connected to it, which we all. It's just about who's just gonna have the open mind to really understand, what's going on in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Now, is that how you were raised, or was that your own choice?
Well, of course, I was raised just raised, of course, I was raised a Christian. And, I think with all religions, whether you're Christian, whether you're Muslim, whatever your religion is, all of them are connected. All of them pretty much, I don't want to say the same thing, but the foundation of it is there. You know what I'm saying? So, most definitely, I think you can learn something from all religions. But, of course, I was raised Christian, but I kind of, I try to observe other religions. It's like, okay, why do they believe and why do they do their practices? And it's just interesting. It's just an interesting thing to learn because I love to learn. But, for the most part, man, I believe in God, man. I believe in God. I believe we all connected to God and God is connected to all. So, most definitely, man. It's just, hey, I don't want to get too much into the religion part, man. But I will say there is a divine spirit out there that's governing everything.
And if you're able to answer these next set of questions,
yes,
then do so. And if not, understood.
Yes, sir.
But when it comes to being raised under Christianity, was this on the mother's side of your family, father's side of your family, or both?
Of course, yeah, of course, my mother's side, because I grew up with my mother's side, and that's mostly what I know. So, but yeah, of course, man, my mother's side always instilled, good faith and good spiritual practices in me. So, and honestly, it does pay off, man. It does pay off. I see when life gets off balance, whenever you able to just pray and just stay connected, it kind of gets you back on balance. And, I think, just when you pray, you open up, you open up things, you just open up You know, when you pray, you just open up portals that allow you to get blessed. And of course, you have to do action to get blessed, because you know what they say: faith without work is dead. So, you know, when you pray, you just got to have faith, and that's mainly what I was taught. You know, when you pray, have faith that things will work on out.
And does it get any more specific under Christianity as to how you were raised, like a particular branch under Christianity, for
No,
example?
no particular branch.